Well, with 2 weeks left of campaigning, what do you think of how it's gone so far? And how do you decide which party to vote for? Is it just along traditional lines, or do you examine each party's policies? I've been to Donoghmore in County Tyrone to ask what, if anything, is getting voters interested. Bardic players are rehearsing for their next show, based on Broadway musicals. All very different stories, and within this group lots of different political opinions. But there is one thing they all agree on. Do you think we vote still along very traditional lines in Northern Ireland, what you've always voted?
Yeah. It's not so much bred into you, but it is nearly expected of you. They call on the door, they throw a leaflet through and presume because of where you live or who you are, you have your vote and that's it.
It's ridiculous that, surnames and family ties should tie down exactly who we're voting for, and votes can be counted in people's heads before they've even gone to the polling stations.
So is this campaign a turn-off?
I think there's more from... I'm seeing more of what's happening in England, more so than what's happening locally.
And does that annoy you, or do you think there's just not much to talk about here?
No, I think there's plenty to talk about here. It does annoy me slightly. I think that there should be definitely more communication.
What about yourself? Are you taking any notice of the campaign?
No. The debates are long and pointless because I never find an answer.
Last year I didn't vote at all because I felt that as an assembly they don't think of the people out in the grounds, which is disappointing. They never listen. It's all about what they can gain for themselves. They give themselves their pay rise, they don't give everybody else gets cuts.
Have the politicians been knocking on your door?
No. Absolutely not.
We walk proudly and we walk strong. All together we will go as one. The ground is empty and cold as hell, but we all go together when we go.
For other cast members, when it comes to what determines their choice on polling day, it seems parents and not politicians have the influence.
When I go to vote, I haven't a clue. I think it's just going to be like, Mummy, Daddy, who do I vote for? Type thing, rather than me actually having my own opinion.
I have been in the past number of years just going by what parents who, what's best for them.
Are you interested in the campaign? Have you been watching?
Politicians are politicians and my TV's for entertainment.
But there are serious issues they would like to see addressed.
We're the biggest county in Northern Ireland, in Tyrone, and there's no children born in Tyrone anymore because you have to go to either Craigavon or Altnagelvin or somewhere like that. And I think it's just awful that my children will not be born in the county that I come from.
I work in the education sector, and in my school we've been told about cuts that's going to be implemented next year, and it's a worrying time. And
are you aware of individual parties' policies on education? Is that something that you would drill into?
I don't sit religiously and go through each party's policies or ethos or whatever they're going to try and do.
Food for thought for our politicians, and by the sound of this group, they've got their work cut out for them over the next fortnight.